Glad you could join us. Now, the Ministry of Information, as part of its mandate to explain government's policies and programs to Ghanaians, has initiated town hall meetings across the country. The maiden edition of the town hall meeting is with the people of Tema. Joy News' Matilda Wemega is with the team in Tema.
To you from the Tema Community 1, specifically the community center here within the Tema Metropolitan Assembly, where the Information Ministry is holding its maiden edition of town hall meeting with residents and opinion leaders here in Tema. The meeting is expected to brief residents of Tema of government's policies and plans for the country. I'm here and I've been joined by some residents here in Tema to get their understanding, to get their expectations from today's meeting. Good morning and thank you for having us.
Good morning.
Please, what's your name?
I'm Laurentia Jima.
Okay, so Laurentia, what do you do?
I'm a trader.
Okay. So Laurentia, first of all, let me first find out, it's been 6 months already that this government has been in power. What have been your assessment of this government?
I think the government is on the right track.
Okay.
Everything that he's doing within these 6 months, I think he has really done well, trying to put things in order.
Laurentia, let me first find out. Let me find out from you. You work within Tema. You live within Tema. What are your expectations? What do you want the government to address when it comes to issues in Tema?
With the issues in Tema, one, I would say the industry. The industry. I think it is high time the government come and then take over, where the factories there are being broken down, so that you come and then take charge, so that when what should I say?
So it will create jobs.
To create, yes, so that we will be able to create new jobs for the young ones also. And secondly, we are inside the market. We expect the government to come and rebuild new shops for us, modern shops for us. That's what I'm expecting the government to do.
So that's coming from Laurentia. I still have more people here with me to interact with on their expectation from today's town hall meeting. Thank you so much, sir, for having us. Kindly give us your name and where you work.
Yeah, I'm Andrew Streme.
Mr. Chairman, let me first find out, what are your expectations of today's town hall meeting?
Today's town hall meeting, I'm very happy to be invited to be part of this honorable occasion. Also, what I'm expecting from this particular meeting is so far the good things that Nanado has started. I want it to continue. My biggest problem now is the job creation, because most of my colleagues, those who have completed school with, most of them are in their houses. They don't have anything to do. What I'm expecting now is so far the promise that he gave it to us, that we voted for him to become a president. We want you to honor that promises for us. That is my biggest expectation. Also, having read the budget yesterday at the Parliament House, I saw that the budget is very, very good, and it will help us, and it is really...
Does the budget speak to you?
No, it doesn't speak to me, but I even watch it at the 10 o'clock news. And I saw that so far what the minister has proposed, put in place, so far if all things being equal, it will help us. And I'll give it the name Asumvie budget, because it will really help us.
Okay, so job creation appears to be one critical issue that is running in the minds of residents here in Tema. But let me have a final take with you, Mr. Kennedy. Let me first find out from you. People have been talking about job creation. Is that the same expectation of you two from the government?
Exactly, because if you look in Ghana now, when you look at the youth, people are going in, they are coming out from school and they are not getting jobs. When you watch television, you will see people are picketing at maybe various ministries, and it is very bad. And we get about so many promises about the president. So we are pleading that the promises that he said is to let it come to pass, because to let him succeed unless he creates more jobs for the youth.
Apart from job, how about security issue? I know, Tema, one critical thing that has been affecting people, especially those within Committee 4, is the issue about the drainage system. Yeah. How about that? What can you say about your expectation of this new government?
Yeah, the ministry also, they should try their possible best and address that issue, because we have so many issues, but you see, the government cannot do it at once, at a time. So they should tackle what is important. They should tackle especially the job creation. So
in the order of importance to you, list the 5 things that you'd want government to immediately address for you.
Okay, number 1 is about job creation. Number 2, sanitation. Number 3, to arrest the economy. Number 4, about our security. And number 5, yeah, about health. Yeah, our health. About these 5 things, I want the government to take it very seriously and do something about it.
Okay. So thank you so much, sir, for having us.
So those are some views of some residents of Tema. Now, Member of Parliament for Tema East, Titus Glover, has also been addressing the gathering.
President, his 2 deputies, Deputy Minister for Local Government, colleague members of Parliament, Sakmo Romo, Tema Ashamawulache, elders of the clan houses, the Metro Chief Imam, directors and staff of the Assembly, my friends from the media, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. Let me associate myself with a statement made by the Metro Chief Executive to thank the Minister for Information, seeing Tema, the industrial hub of this country, to come and launch their maiden town hall meeting. I'm sure a lot of factors went into this arrangement, and we are so grateful that you've come to Tema to launch this brilliant idea to communicate with our people. The Assembly have a similar arrangement in place, that once a while they go into the communities to have discussion with our people. But I think that what you are doing here today is coming to add more adrenaline to the effort that we are doing as an Assembly. Honorable Minister, in going forward, this is a platform for the Assembly to interact with the public. And for that matter, there are a lot of things that the public will expect from the Assembly to do. And what are some of these things? It's about relationship. How the Assembly can build a good rapport, relationship with the people. Because we are taking fees. We are taking market tolls, lorry park tolls, building permits to render services to the public. And for that matter, in collecting these monies, the people want us to be accountable. They want us to deliver a quality service so that when they are asked to pay more, they will know that their money is being put into good use. They are expecting a lot from the Assembly. Again, Mr. Minister, what is also important that we need to look at, because at Assembly, we are delivering a service. And for that matter, the rapport that we create with the public is always important. When a member of the public walks into the offices of the Assembly and the staff have shown a very good face. I'm sure it will encourage the person to interact and find solutions in terms of the problems that he has come to the assembly with. But where a member of the public walk into any of the offices and you see an officer with his face so frowned, I'm sure they are not going to be happy about it. I want our people to be seen with smiles, even in the midst of few problems they may have domestically. I want them to show some good faces so that the public may have something to do with them. Mr. Minister, I'm so livid. Sometimes the way some IGFs that are walk-ins, that you can walk in and collect, like going to VACO, going to Nestor, going to GTP, going to GASEM, going to Alouettes, going to TOR. These are walk-in revenues that when we present the TMA invoice, they can easily bring their check and pay. These are all being privatized. It is making the assembly lose a high chunk of money that we'll have used in development. I have conferred with my brother that he should put his feet down to make sure we reverse that arrangement, that assembly collects all these monies so that we can use for the development of the metropolis. As MP, my relationship with the assembly will continue to be stronger. He needs the support of all of us. The three of us are going to support him to make sure the restoration agenda of Tema is really achieved. When you come to Tema today, growing up 51 years ago, this is not how Tema is. The population in the metropolis is overgrown. We are overstretched. It means the assembly need to do a lot of things to satisfy our people. Where people are not supposed to transact businesses, they have encroached that. A lot of things are going on. So going forward, I think that the restoration agenda is a good opportunity for us to share with the public, give us inputs, give us advice, so that how the assembly can be able to transform the Tema that we were talking about. As I speak to you now, Mr. Minister, there is a company that has come to the ministry that they want to resuscitate the Black Star Line. When they came to the ministry, I was so glad because growing up, I saw what the contribution of Black Star Line and state fishing in the local economy of Tema metropolitan area. So we believe that with their proposals and with the support of the ministry, my minister will submit to cabinet. When the approval is given, we'll start flying national flag of some of these vessels. I'll be calling on the port to create jobs and revenue for the people in Tema Metropolis. Before taking my seat, the $1 million per constituency will soon come. Recently, there has been a team that met the Tema Manche. They have met the Metro Chief Executive. They'll be coming to the public to find out what I wanted to use this money for. Mr. Minister, Tema Manche has a population of over 170,000 people, including children. The medical facility there is not the best. Therefore, one of the priorities with this $1 million is to put up a 100-bed hospital in Tema Metropolis for the people of that place. The Maya Secondary Technical School also need a lot of support because the money will be touching base with health, with education, with sanitation, with some small roads, drainage, and all that. The Mansec Tech, the library, and the computer lab will also be taken care of. When you come to Committee 1, the inner roads that we see all over, Site 12, Site 21, Site 17, Site 20, Site 10, are all going to be taken care of. So they'll be coming to you in your marketplaces. they'll be walking to you. So when they come, what I'm sharing to you is what you will tell them, because they wanted to have an independent opinion as to what the MP want to do is exactly what the people believes in. I believe in unity. I believe in coordination. And I think that with one accord, we will support His Excellency the President to succeed. And I believe that the vision and his passion for this country, God will help him to deliver. Before I end my message, let me also acknowledge my Muslim tribal chief for all your wonderful support that you have been giving to me in my 5th year as your member of parliament. Mr. Minister, colleagues, members of parliament, distinguished invited guests, I'm so grateful and I wish you the best. God bless you.
Now, of course, that town hall meeting is still ongoing, and we'll be bringing you details of that shortly. Thanks for staying you. Now, let's take you back to the town hall meeting in Tema, where the Information Minister Mustafa Hamid is addressing the gathering.
Say oka dagbani, say oka twi, say oka hausa. Utia tax collector ba. O misa wo say uti brofo ena waje wo tax. Uti brofo, unti brofo ya beje wo tax. Na fe adan na wo say yen ya ka brofo pe ene ye wo opportunity say ye be kan ya dwen e wo man mu. Inti no town hall meetings no eba Ghana afana nyina every ene eko. Se uwo Bunkurugu, se uwo Hamili, se uwo Axim, se uwo Gambaga, se uwo Nalergu, se uwo Sapelga, se uwo Widana. Town hall meeting no ebeba weni mu pen. Eba me pacho men kase esay wumre. Tu anamo ne ko hobi. Ne ko bisa wo DC no ko tie MP, ko tie minister obeba ho no. Ne bisa no ne oye. Say ministers, DCs, MPs, enim say ejuma omudi no yenti na omudi na edebi wo ho a ye di omo begina ho bisa won nsem a me assure say omo be sorry egina ho ayire won ho aye ejuma ama oman no atompo na oya wo dia mesoma ye me de na oman no atompo. Malamai abinde kawo mu nan yau insha Allah abune inda yayi kamata mu yi domin.
So, Information Minister Mustafa Hamid there addressing the gathering in different languages. Of course, Tema is a very cosmopolitan area. Now, earlier he was saying in Chi there that the town hall meetings are for everyone. They'll be carried out across the country, and he was encouraging everyone to be a part of it. He was saying that it's not a waste of time. People should not consider it as such, and that they should ask any questions that bother them when they are at such meetings. So watch out. The town hall meeting could be coming to a town near you.